happened. Only thing that's happened on the show so far, a brawl between Becky Lynch and Britt Baker. Now we have we got the show starting. So we're gonna start with our women's tag match. I already told you guys that Mandy Rose and Alexa Bliss tried picking a fight with Bianca Belair in the back, thinking they had a 2-on-1 advantage. Asuka, who is Bianca Belair's opponent at our first pay-per-view, and just a friendly exhibition match, came up to back up Bianca Belair, and that prompted us for this tag team opening match. I'm Bad Guy Maddox with my broadcast partner, the one, the only, A-double Austin Aries. Austin Aries, welcome in tonight. How are you doing, my man? I just asked you some questions about Jon Moxley. The main event tonight, Moxley versus Rollins, with the winner advancing into the title final. Now, you had some very negative things to say about Jon Moxley, but he had one heck of a performance against Kevin Owens last week. Have you reeled back your negative criticisms of Jon Moxley? I'm having a party with my friends on Saturday. I'll tell them, man, enjoy your party, man. Be safe. Have fun. Do some of this for me at that party. Throw some of that out. Now, Mandy Rose and Alexa Bliss, I don't know where this alliance has come from. They've kind of become BFFs, and you know what? While Mandy Rose is coming out, I'm just going to keep myself quiet, and we're going to appreciate what you see walking down our entrance here. This is Mandy Rose. No, what was that, Corey? Shut up, Tom! Mandy Rose is coming out. That shit used to kill me every time. It was Mandy Rose, and there was someone, I think it might have been Carmella. I'm not sure. You are. So you and Alexa Bliss are allies. You guys are a tag team, and you are teaming up tonight against unlikely allies Bianca Belair and Asuka. Because Bianca Belair also tells Asuka that she really didn't need she didn't need Asuka's help. Let the pigeons loose, baby! Cody, they don't make women like that anymore, Cody. Cody, where'd she come from, baby? Wow, this Alexa character model actually looks pretty damn good. That's probably the best character model I've seen in the game so far. So I think Alexa Bliss and Mandy Rose are going to be an alliance. It's going to be an alliance to be reckoned with. These two are dangerous. They're even more dangerous together. They're conniving. They're aggressive. They're mean. They're ruthless. We've seen what Alexa Bliss has done in the past. She's going to do the exact same things here in NGW. They are very cutthroat. There's Austin. Austin, stop it. I'm not going to have you on commentary disparaging Jon Moxley. I'm not going to have that. I'm glad you're out here. I respect you as a wrestler, AW. I'm glad, A-double. I'm glad you're on the commentary booth with me. I'm glad we're chatting, but come on. I need you to stop being negative. Any problems you have with Jon Moxley, keep it off the headset. I don't know where this came from. You've been really on Jon Moxley. Let's just focus on this match. What do you think of Bianca Belair and Asuka? These two are tagged. They're a tag right now, but they will be wrestling each other at the pay-per-view. We don't even have a name for our first pay-per-view, by the way. Whoever comes up with the best name, I will. I'll gift you a sub. Best name gets a gift. I'll gift a sub. Cookies are good. Best name ever. Welcome to NGW Cookies. I'm gonna pass on that one. The Wednesday Women. Oh, Nat Geo and Leroy. If you guys want to come up with a name for your tag team, your Mandy Rose and Alexa Bliss tag, you guys are more than welcome to discuss that and then tell me, and I'll put it in the game.
Absolutely not, Saxton. Are you insane? I think she might have just heard you, Cole. What? No, that wasn't me. That was Byron doing a me impression. Well, hopefully Asuka will keep that in mind for later.
Asuka is one of the best women in the world, and we've already seen what Bianca Belair is capable of. She is definitely the future of women's professional wrestling. These two together could be something special, but I'm telling you, you have to look out. You have to look out for Mandy Rose. You have to look out for Alexa Bliss. These two cannot be trusted. Just mean girls. You guys can be mean girls. And Bianca Belair starting with one hell of a... Look at the squats! This is one of the best athletes in NGW. I don't think that fact can be disputed. And of course, this is where Austin Aries cuts in and says, correction, I'm the best athlete in NGW. But since I'm not an active wrestler, I'll go ahead and give it to Bianca Belair. Welcome back, Nat Geo. Bianca Belair is just having her way with Mandy Rose. My lord. Just showing... She got right in Asuka's face and showed her some of that strength, and Asuka did not slouch. I think Asuka probably was a little impressed, but they need to focus on this match first. If I was Bianca Belair, I would keep my focus on this match. Oh, and wow, a nice little tandem offense there from Asuka and Bianca. I agree. Absolutely, Aaron. She is definitely showing off what makes her such a dangerous opponent, that strength. But look at Asuka walking with Mandy Rose, and she looks over at Belair saying, I can do that too. And now Asuka to the top rope, but a tag to Alexa Bliss. And Asuka just waiting. She gets off the rope, and Bliss with a bulldog. Look at that stiff boot to the face. And how about what happened earlier tonight on the show, Austin? Becky Lynch coming out, making her debut, saying that she sat out for the last year. She sat out for the last year hoping someone would take up her mantle of the man, and that no one could take that spot. No one had what it took to take that spot. Now she's coming back. And Britt Baker calling herself the man. And the fight, they fought all over the arena. It was crazy. Why didn't you get in there and break it up, Austin? You're a former professional wrestler. You have experience with stuff like that. Why didn't you get involved? What did they do to Bianca Belair's ponytail in this game? It's like she has two ponytails. Why does it look like she has two ponytails? Did they not have anyone on their team who could design a ponytail? God, look at that running knee that just floored Asuka. My God. And that kick, stiff kick to the rib cage there. And I told you before, Austin, I told you these two women, Mandy Rose and Alexa Bliss, do not overlook these two. Do not underestimate them. They are very dangerous in their own right, and we're seeing that right now. Mandy Rose is picking apart Asuka, but Asuka fighting back with a series of punches to the body. Wow, that's a great endorsement for Britt Baker. Austin Aries calling Britt Baker the man of the women's division. Oh, interesting. Better not let Becky Lynch hear you say that. I think Becky might have some words of her own about that.
She got the shoulder up in time. Try for it early. The WWE Mixed Match Challenge made for some
Why are they talking about the mixed match challenge? And Asuka with a series of kicks there. Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, at the top of the hour, John Cena will be coming out to basically give his official address to the NGW audience. And a nice kick out for Mandy Rose. Alexa Bliss just really giving words of encouragement from the apron. Uh-oh, Cyberwolf getting in. Look at that rear naked. Alexa Bliss might want to get in there. When she breaks it up, why did Bianca? How long are you going to be streaming? I typically go for about 4 hours, so we're going to do about 2 more hours tonight. And then I'll be back Thursday, same time, 5:30 or so. Wow, she got the pin. Alexa was super late. Asuka and Bianca with the win.
And here's another quick look at those superstars in action in that tag team battle.
Well, the Mean Girls are going to have to pack it and take it to the back. Because Asuka and Bianca put their differences aside heading towards the pay-per-view. And they work together to get a win. And they are actually celebrating, but we know that at our pay-per-view, these two will face off in a one-on-one exhibition. Well, we're going to a commercial break, ladies and gentlemen, but up next, we have 2 new superstars debuting in NGW, Big E and Andrade. All right, so let's go ahead and get to that match. Anyone want to throw anything in? We go to a Seth Rollins promo. Seth Rollins just basically says some stuff about Jon Moxley, that they go way back, and that if you look statistically, Rollins has dispatched Jon Moxley. There's nothing Moxley can throw at him that he won't see coming. Rollins is going to the pay-per-view. And he's going to be the first ever NGW champion. Why? Where was my entrance at here? Now, let's talk about athletes. Now, Austin Aries, you called yourself the best athlete in NGW, but I really think you forgot about Big E. What are your thoughts on this specimen here? This is the match kickstarts the show with these 4 great competitors, but the main event keeps lingering in my head when the Messiah Seth Rollins takes on a glory. Austin, I'm going to have to tell you one more time. You need to stop talking about Jon Moxley. I don't know why. What's your big grievance with him? He is an AEW World Champion. He is a former WWE World Champion. This guy is not a glorified backyard wrestler. He has proven time and time again that he was PWI #1 wrestler of 2020, and you're gonna call him a backyard. I'm not gonna have that. Now, whatever issues you have with him, whatever your problem is, you're gonna have to stop. You're gonna have to stop. And Andrade kicking out. I'll tell you what, Big E, if he signed just a little bit earlier, and really same to Andrade, if these two men had signed to NGW just a little bit earlier, we probably would be watching these two in the tournament semifinals. Unfortunately, that's just not the way things worked out. This is why I like Roddy, y'all. Y'all like Roddy. Roddy gets into it. Roddy gets into it, and it's just mad fun. Austin Aries has officially called himself the best athlete in the world. Beautiful belly-to-belly suplex from Big E, and that might be it for Andrade. But he kicks out at 1 again, so I'm sorry. Jesus, and a punch right to the midsection there. That just completely topples Andrade. And Big E he's still, oh, look, this is a side of Big E I don't think we've seen. He is just really aggressive on Andrade right now.
Yeah, he needs to make an adjustment here. This could be huge. That'll do some serious. This could be a cover.
Tell them you try to look their best, like, ooh, that's how you roast somebody. Why are you burning people like that, Red Man? Be nice. And another, I'm telling you, I think Big E, for my money, Austin Aries, I think Big E might be the new suplex machine of professional wrestling. And look at that splash. He really just dominated Andrade here.
And another kick out. Yeah, it's going to take more than that. Here we go. Big E is setting up.
When Big E first, hey, the 3's not enough. I need 5. That's it. That's it. That's all she wrote for Andrade tonight. But Andrade with the kick out. He is just, god darn. Has Andrade gotten any offense this match? Andrade just like walks up to him and stares, and then Big E just goes in. Well, oh, if I was Andrade, I think I would have taken advantage of that. He tossed him back in the ring though, and he got a stomp there. He did get a stomp on that lower back. And he's got a chokehold applied. And he's really wrenching it in there. But Big E fights up back to his feet. It's really not looking good. I agree. I think I just forgot how impressive of an... Oh my god! But no, Andrade with that hammerlock DDT! That came out of nowhere! But Big E with a 2 count! I swear the match was over! I thought the match was over! That looked so close! And Andrade is in control now. That hammerlock DDT really put a number on Big E in a snap suplex. But Big E fights back to his feet. And he's dragging Andrade to the... Where's he taking him? To the turnbuckle. But Andrade counters with a boot to the face and a drop kick to the side of the head. Big E's equilibrium is all off and he fell to his feet. But there's an arm drag. These two are really turning it up here. This is the Andrade that I'm familiar with. Release German suplex. It looked like he dumped Big E right on his head. And Big E had to roll outside of the ring to recover. We have ourselves a match. It's anyone's ballgame, folks. And a break and a kick to the gut. And he just... No, Andrade rolls through with the drop toe hold. And Big E collapses on the bottom rope. And now Andrade with a series of elbows. And a strike to the back of the head. And a spinal tap. And he gets a 2 count Big E with the shoulder up there. He's going to need to do more than that to put away Big E, Austin. Big E, I agree. I think Big E has completely lost a step or two since being dropped. But look at that counter, that armbar counter, but Andrade's right back on him. But Big E fights back. And look at, what is he going to do here? Oh, he just throws him across the ring. My God.
He's going for the pin.
That has to be it.
And he got a near fall out of it. Almost pinned there. Not yet.
And Big E cannot believe it and almost is back to his feet.
Powerhouse of the New Day had his opponent up.
Hey, Sean 18X has joined the Bad Guy Club. As the newest member of the club, you receive a pair of sunglasses, a switchblade, and a leather jacket. So thank you for joining the Bad's Club on Twitch TV. And remember to stay bad. Because being bad's fun. Welcome to the club, brother man. Big E face first on the mat. I cannot believe Andrade had the strength to pick Big E up. But he did it. And he's pointing at Big E. Look at that cartwheel. Backflip. Oh my God. A double kick kicked him right in the back of his head. That's gotta be it. Wow. Andrade with a big win. What a comeback victory for Andrade. My God. These two put on one hell of a performance. And Big E looks... Wait a minute, what's going on here? What's going on here? Big E showing that he's the bigger man. He headshakes all of us. He says the better man won. Welcome to I think both men look like winners tonight. One hell of a match. One hell of a performance from both Andrade and Big E. But Andrade was able to withstand that offense from Big E early on, and he came back with a big victory at the end. Ladies and gentlemen, what a match. Okay, so that wraps up. So what we have next, John Cena comes out for his debut promo. So Nat Geo, I'm going to let you take the floor. If you want to go ahead and type out something, do that. If you want me to just go ahead and give a brief synopsis of your promo, that's fine too. But John Cena, so we go to commercial break, we come back, John Cena's music hits. I already know Aries is going to say something negative about John Cena. So Austin Aries puts out a sniping comment about John Cena before we go to commercial break. Let's call it a draw. We can call it a draw. Welcome, by the way, Sean. How you doing, man? Oh, I'm going to have a great day. Thanks, man. Thanks for those kind words. I appreciate it. And we also have Cyberwolf is playing Bray Wyatt. Cyberwolf, did you want a female wrestler? There's a tab at the bottom that says women. There's a men tab, a women tab, and there's a sheet 3 that where all the characters are picked. Okay, so John Cena comes out. It's once in a lifetime. John Cena comes out. And I'm gonna take some of your words, but I'm gonna make it more John Cena-like, because I don't think John Cena would ever come back and say something like, I'm gonna show you his boss. John Cena comes out and he says the big question has been, why is John Cena back in pro wrestling, and why is he chosen NGW? And then John Cena says he's in NGW because he recognizes that NGW is the future of professional wrestling. That it is this is the next plateau. This is something that he's not done before. He's always been from when he debuted until he took his break, his sabbatical. He's always been in WWE. He's never tried to venture out to show the world what he can do, and that's why he's here in NGW. And he says he's a little upset that he didn't make the deadline to be put in the title tournament, but you remember his old mantra, hustle, loyalty, and respect. He's going to hustle, and he's going to earn that title match. And he said he's going to put in the work and he's going to show the world. He's going to show everyone that he still has it. As he's doing this, Kenny Omega's music hits. And Kenny Omega comes out. And he gets in John Cena's face. And Kenny Omega basically cuts a promo saying that John Cena isn't the only guy who's had world titles everywhere he's been. And that he too wants to prove that he is one of the best, that he more or less is one of the best wrestlers in the world. And that he is a champion in every right. So he says he's not coming out here to start a fight with John. They're not going to get in a brawl like Becky Lynch and Britt Baker did earlier in the night. They're just going to give the fans what they want because that's what NGW is about. And Kenny Omega wants to give the fans what they want. And he challenges John Cena to a dream match at our first ever pay-per-view. And John Cena accepts. So everybody mark it down. At our first pay-per-view, John Cena and Kenny Omega one-on-one. Non-title match. So that's over. That's a big announcement. Aries, what do you think about that? John Cena versus Kenny Omega in, I don't know, we'll say 2 weeks. In 2 weeks' time. We'll say 3 weeks. Because we got to get guys on shows too. But here we... Oh, no. This is not the match. This was supposed to be Karrion Kross and Sin Cara. Why is Karrion Kross cross-eyed? Does he look like that in real life? Why his eyes are just like... I gotta stop this match. Really? I'm not even gonna stop it. I'm skipping it. Karrion Kross wins. Karrion Kross beats Sin Cara. Fuck it. Karrion Kross beats Sin Cara, and he goes on to the finals for the world title. Now we have our main event. Jon Moxley versus Seth Rollins. Kenny Omega came out and challenged you to a match at the pay-per-view, and you accepted. So at the pay-per-view, it's going to be John Cena versus Kenny Omega. So far on the pay-per-view, we have John Cena versus Kenny Omega. We have Bianca Belair versus Asuka. We have Karrion Kross making it to the finals. And here's the guy. He had a lot to say about Jon Moxley. They go way back. I haven't announced it yet. That is going to be at the pay-per-view. I just haven't announced it. That's like going to be we're going to get there. All we know right now about Britt Baker and Becky Lynch is that they just got into a nasty ass brawl with each other. Like a complete pull apart brawl. Boom, 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 boom. Burn it down!
Seth Rollins has been a multi-time champion, Money in the Bank ladder match winner.
My throat is going to be so crackly tomorrow because I've been yelling. And I am perfectly fine with that. Rollins is eyeing that NGW World title there, Austin. I'm telling you, man, I think this is going to be one barn burner of the match. And I agree with your sentiments on what we just saw. Moxley or Omega versus Cena. Can you say dream match, Austin Aries? That match could be a main event anywhere. And it's only one in a lineup of matches we have planned.
For this one, as well as they should be. This match has instant classic written all over it.
Moxley is not wasting any time getting in this match.
To respect how much pride he has in what he does. I don't know, Michael.
Aries, if you have anything negative to say about Moxley, I really suggest that you keep it to yourself.
I don't know if he means to be, but that's definitely how he comes across at times.
Will you stop it? Will you stop it? You really think you paved the way? You think that you're the one responsible for where these two are at right now? You really are full of yourself, Austin. I gotta hand it to you. You make me laugh. You always make me laugh. And this right here, this could be a match of the year contender. We know what these two can do. And Rollins taking early control of the match there. But Moxley slips out. Moxley is a talented wrestler there, Austin. You saw that. You saw him employ some of that chain wrestling. He countered that leg lock. Look at those stomps to Rollins. And he flips Rollins off. Moxley is not playing tonight. And he just drops a fist. And he's got Rollins up. And he drops him right on the apron. Can we just... how can we not call... Are you seeing what he's doing to Seth Rollins? He's currently out... Well, not until that dropkick, but he was out wrestling Seth Rollins. And here we are. They're outside the ring. This is really Moxley's element, though. I will definitely say that. But Rollins is firmly in control here. And this is the thing. These two have traveled the road together for years. They've worked together for years. Rollins knows Moxley better than no one. No one knows... No, let me rephrase that. No one knows Moxley better than Rollins. But Moxley there just throwing him right into the ring post. And they're about to get counted out. That was a beautiful backdrop there.
He planned for this and could still rally. What's this?
And a Falcon Arrow. Rollins really is in control of this match.
Look at this. Boom. Nice. Oh my God, what an elbow. Liner. Seth Rollins is...
Moxley is really fighting up to his feet.
It's not cockiness, it's confidence. Setting up.
Look at that standing moonsault. My God, what athleticism from Seth Rollins. But Moxley just getting right back up and getting in Rollins' face, driving with that running bulldog. I hate that punch thing they do. That's like the dumbest animation. Why did they add that?
A change of strategy.
It's just a goofy thing. My Lord, Rollins has hit Moxley with everything tonight. Everything. And a Northern Light suplex. This could be it. But no, a kick out. Well, Aries, I think you're getting what you want here. Jesus Christ. That was decisive as hell. But that's okay, because what really happens is, during this match, let's just ignore the outcome. Let's ignore that outcome. When Moxley and Rollins, let's say the match is back and forth, they're going at it. Moxley and Rollins are outside. Moxley gets the advantage on Rollins. And Moxley stays outside of the ring and he taunts a little bit while the referee checks on Rollins. And Aries gets up from the commentary table and he kicks Moxley between the legs. And then he throws Moxley back into the ring. Rollins has no idea this happened. And they wrestle a little bit more. Clearly, Moxley's out of it. Rollins hits the curb stomp, gets the pin, wins the match. After the match is over, Aries takes off his headset. Well, Rollins goes back up the ramp. Aries gets in the ring. And he starts stomping on Moxley. And I'm losing my shit. I'm like yelling, asking what's going on. Rollins notices what's happening in the ring, and he stops. And he turns around. And he shows a little bit of reluctancy. But it looks like he's gonna do the right thing and get in there and stop this from happening. But before he can even react, Karrion Kross comes up behind Rollins, snaps him in that rear naked choke, and drops to the entrance ramp. So there's two things happening. All the referees break to Rollins and Karrion Kross to try to break up the submission. Meanwhile, Aries throws Moxley outside of the ring, and Moxley's trying to fight back. He's throwing punches at Aries, but Moxley's out of it. He's complete. He just got curb stomped. He's got low blowed. Aries throws him on the announce table, and he drops him headfirst on the table with a goddamn brainbuster. And the table doesn't break. I mean, Moxley just bounces off the table. Bounces and just completely out. And the show ends with Aries standing over Jon Moxley's lifeless body. And I'm just like completely beside myself because I have no idea what's going on. I cannot believe this is happening. And that's the end of the show.